Alright, let's see what we got. Make array elements equal to 0. This is solved it, easy. You're given an integer array nums. Start by selecting a starting position cur. Set that nums at cur equals 0 and choose a movement direction to either left or right. After that process, repeat the following. After that, repeat the following process. If current is out of range of 0 to n minus 1, it's ends. If nums at cur equals 0, move in the current direction by incrementing cur if you are moving right, or decrementing cur if you're moving left. Else, if nums at cur equals is greater than 0, decrement nums at curs by 1. Reverse your movement direction. Take a step in the new direction. Okay. I think it's vaguely familiar. A selection of the initial position cur and movement direction is considered valid if every element in nums becomes 0 by the end of the process. Return the number of possible valid selections. Okay. So you have to start by selecting cur such that so you have to select a 0. So it's either this one or this one. Only possible valid selections are the following. Okay, so you're selecting a position for cur and an initial left right. So if you initially select this 0 and left, then it hits the 2. The 2 becomes a 1, and then you change it to become moving right. It's the 3. 3 becomes a 2, and then you move left. It's the 1 becomes 0, and you move right. 2 becomes 1, move left. It's the 1 becomes 0, moves right. It's the far side right, far side 1. That becomes 0. What's going on here? 2 becomes a 1, move left. Okay, yeah, this one becomes a 0, move right, this one becomes a... Okay, so it becomes all zeros. Selection is considered valid if every element in nums is 0 by the end of the process. So that makes it all 0. If you start with this position and move right, then 3 becomes a 2, 2 becomes a 1, 2 becomes a 1, 1 becomes a 0, 1 becomes a 0, 0 becomes a 0, and you're done. Feel like think at any position, if the number of values to left and right that position is equal, then you can use it. You can start from that. So from any position, if the values to the left of it and the values to the right of it are equal, then from that position you should be able to select either left or right. And I think there's one other thing, is if it's not equal, it can be like one more. Let's say this was like a 2, 0, 2. So that means I think I can go from 0, I have to go to the right first, or to the side that's more first, so it's the left side. So 4 becomes a 3, 2, 3, no, 4 becomes 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, 0, 0. Okay, yeah, so So for any possible starting position, which is value at position equals 0, if left values, if sum of left value, what was that? Sum of values to left and sum of values to right are both are equal, then can walk or can choose either direction to end up with a zero array. If sum of values to one side is 1 more / less, then sum of values to other side, then must choose to go to side with more. So, okay, I think it's just going to be, do I need a prefix sum? Okay, let's say total equals the sum of the values and nums. And then for every index in range n, where n equals the length nums, let's say left is the left side values, which is currently 0. I think maybe can do left say if the value at this index, so nums at this index, equals 0, let's say right is the total minus left. If left equals right, can't be 0 though. Start position 0, choose a... Actually, let me go ahead and handle the kind of trivial case, which is a 0 array. Yeah, let's handle the 0 array. So if the total equals 0, then all possible placements in all possible directions is fine. So return, it'll be n times 2, say. N being the number of places, which will be all zeros, and then either going left or right from that place. Okay, so here this is not going to be 0 equals 0. So left equals right, then answer plus equals 2. Else if the difference is 1, so absolute of left minus right equals 1, answer plus equals 1. I think that's it. Guess I could break when there's more total on the left. If the left is ever like something like 100 and the right is 50, going further to the right index is only going to increase left. So if I see a 0, I wonder if I can insert a break here. Left equals right, else if left minus right, else if left is greater than right. I think that would work. Oh boy, that's bad. 0, 2, right equals total minus left. I'll put 0. Num's index. Oh, I need a freaking. Oh, that's really bad. I think I need to do left plus equals num's index. Yeah. Yeah, so I need each iteration going through the indices, do the check initially. Does this work at a for ending 0? I guess the ending 0 just wouldn't work at all. There's just no case where an ending 0 would work. So 1. Yeah, this is fine. Let's see if this works. Okay. Reasonable. I think I recall doing something like this before, but having kind of a worse analysis of it. Like I actually tried to have a pointer to the index and then try and go left, right, left, right, left, right, and try and do some actual simulation of where the pointer is and bouncing back and forth. But the overall understanding of how it would play out in a broader sense makes the simulation just much slower. Okay. The above logic is pretty comprehensive for handling the overall for determining the overall calculation of which locations / directions would work. One additional kind of edge / trivial case is for a 0 array where the total is equal to 0 can directly calculate the number of ways as the size of array times 2 for the number of directions. Can go left or right for each position. Additionally, small optimization is to break early, break the for loop early when left left sum total is greater than right, since the loop will always increase left sum as index increases. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory in some ways. Only if there's a 0 at the current position would you need to calculate whether or not it's possible. And you can go either way if it's the same bounce on both sides, but you can only go one way if it's one or more or less on one side. And if the left side's much bigger than the right side, then just stop. Otherwise, also increment the left side total. Time flexibility O of n or the for loop, which iterates over every index in the array, and also for the call of sum of array. Yeah, I mean, this by itself is iterating over everything. And then space flexibility is going to be O of 1, as only integer variables are needed to track things.